Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy July 1st. Let's see here. We'll find the live. Usually takes a minute or so to find the live. How's everybody doing on this July 1st? If you're seeing this live, it's probably because you signed up. There we are. There we are. Let me make sure you can see me and hear me. Ooh, feedback. That doesn't sound good, does it? Okay. Can you hear me? Somebody give me a... I know why. Hang on. Hey, hang on a minute, y'all. I know what the deal is. Sometimes you have to plug it in. Maybe that's what it is. Does that still sound bad? No sound. Can you hear me now? Static. You know what? I go live every single day. Hear me now? Static. Oh, that sounds better. Yay! I go live every single day. Okay. Static. Okay. Oh, that sounds better. All right, let me turn that off. Yay! Okay, this is the very reason why I come on 5 minutes early, y'all. I go live every morning with my team, and I use this mic for 5 years or more. I've never had that happen, but I move my equipment around, so there you go. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Patricia, yeah, that's the thing. When you are the coach, the producer, the camera person, everything, something, you got to be ready. You got to know how to fix stuff. I learned from the best, Michelle. Welcome. We're going to start at high noon, so we got about a minute to go. I see people coming into the chat. Thank you. Great to see you, Lisa, Ann. Great to see you, Donna. Welcome. Many of you know me. Rhonda, hey, good to see you. Many of you know me. Some of you may not. Maybe you've seen me on Facebook and have never been with me on any kind of a workout or anything, but I do want to welcome you. My name is Kim Knapp. I'm founder and your coach here at the K Factor. One thing I've noticed coaching people over the years is consistency and showing up every day for yourself, right? For your workouts, for your nutrition, getting the hydration, I mean, all the things. Because what we do today impacts our tomorrow. And my alarm just went off to tell me it's high noon, so that means it's time to get started. Robin, hey, good to see you. Carrie, hello. Betsy, hello. Great to see everybody. So we're going to get started. And listen, I want to remind everybody, your starting point is not your staying point. So where you're at today with what we're going to do, we are going to be doing a plank a day for 31 days in July. That's the challenge. But I am going to share with you, some people reached out to me and they need an alternative for the challenge. And the alternative will be a wall sit. So I'm going to go over planking and wall sits with you. And if you've never done these two exercises before, don't fret, because we're starting out at the basics and we're starting out with just a short period of time. But I want to let you know that a study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed measurable improvement in core and endurance in just as little as 3 weeks with plank progressions, with basic plank progressions. And the same thing can happen with basic progression with a wall sit. So for instance, if you have some wrist issues or a shoulder issue, something like that, where you can't, a plank isn't your thing, I'm going to show you how to do an exercise up against the wall. So hopefully where you are, you have a wall. Now listen, today's instruction and talk and demonstration in our first day, I'm going to be talking a lot more today. When I start going live every day, starting tomorrow and on, I'm not going to be talking this much. So this will be up on the page for replay if anybody needs a refresher. But we're just going to get down to it. We're going to do our time and we're going to stop. So that's what the future is going to look like with the plank challenge or the wall sit challenge. So there's some wall sit warriors out there. You're welcome to plank with us and wall sit with us. We're going to do it together. And the other thing about this challenge is about showing up. It's not about perfection. And you're going to do you, and you're not going to compare yourself to other people, right? So you do you, and you find what works for you and what's comfortable for you. The thing is, it should be like brushing your teeth. It should be like things that you do automatically and not think about it. We have been doing a plank a day with our team every day this year. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, July's coming. You know, let's just everybody get together because we're stronger together. You shouldn't have to go it alone. And let's just do a plank every day together. Everybody, whoever's here. Because I know some people may be watching this don't even know who the heck is that lady, right? But we're going to do a plank a day and I'm going to show you. And I believe in you and I believe every able-bodied is able to do this, right? So you can lean on the wall, you can lean on your kitchen counter, you can lean on your desk, a coffee table, a weight bench. It doesn't matter. Today we're going to go 10 to 15 seconds. For your wall sit, up against a wall, right? Not a door that opens. You want to be against something that's not going to move for the wall sit, but I'm going to go over that with you. So progression with the plank is where we're going to go. With your wall sit is where you're going to go. And we're going to do this gently and we're going to do it over time. And it's going to be starting out with short amount of time and we're going to build up to a full minute or plus, okay? So each day, because you show up at high noon, that's a win. Your muscles will get stronger, okay? Your confidence is going to increase and you're going to feel and believe that the plank is possible. People just turn their nose up at it. And it is such a wonderful exercise for you to do. And your brain, tells you, no, you can't. No, you can't do that. And you can't do, yes, you can do that because you're going to show your brain you can do that, right? It will believe, it will do, okay? So the other thing I want to share with you about planking is many physical therapists start their clients out with wall planks and then they go down to knee planks until they reach a full plank on their forearms. And they do that. It only takes like 4 to 6 weeks. The thing is, having a support group, having a team, doing it with a group of people makes it a lot more fun. Plus, you're going to be accountable to the team. So all of us together, we're going to show up at high noon. We're going to do this plank together every day for 31 days. Or if you're the wall sit crew, you'll do your wall sit by the time. And together, we're stronger. It's simply proven we're stronger together. So here are the 10 facts about planking. It's a full body activation. There's no equipment needed. If you're at work, you can plank. If you're at the airport, you can plank. I've done that. If you're out taking a walk and it's high noon, turn on your phone, find us, plank with us, right? Wherever you are, you can do a plank. I've done wall sits at the airport waiting to board the plane. There's lots of walls in an airport. It improves your posture. It improves your core strength. Remember, your core is from your diaphragm down to your pelvic floor, right? Strong core, strong back, okay? It reduces your risk of injury. Mental endurance. You want to talk about the longest minute? You do a plank, right? We've all been there, especially when we're learning how to plank. And a plank is adaptable for all levels, as is the wall sit. I mean, you can sit up high on the wall, and I'm going to do a demonstration of that. The plank is quick, and it's mighty powerful, and that's why I want to teach it to you, and I want to show you that you can do this for 31 days straight and on. Because remember, what you do today with your body, how you invest in your health and move your body and strengthen your body is going to pay off dividends in the future to you. The key to that, you got to do it every day. Consistency rules. It's not just a 31-day thing. It's not just a 12-week program. It's not just a 4-week exercise class. Exercise for life. Muscle is energy, right? So let's get going with our little demonstration. The plank also builds a strong foundation, okay? And that's really, really important. So the muscles that we're going to work our plank is our core, our shoulders, our back, our glutes, our legs, our chest. Everything's working, okay? So I'm going to go over the plank first, then I'm going to go over the wall sit real quick with you guys. So the high plank, using your hands, this is more activation in the shoulders and the wrists, okay? And the chest. And it builds up strength. So when you're like this on the floor, that's what you're working. Now, if you want to, you can use 2 dumbbells. If you have 2 dumbbells, if it sort of bothers your wrists, you can use 2 dumbbells and plank up on the 2 dumbbells. Pulling in your belly button, strengthening your core, squeezing your glutes, squeeze and hold. Nice, breathe in through your mouth, through your nose, blow out through your mouth. Nice and tight, pushing up into the shoulders, not hanging down. Pushing up into the shoulders. Nice stretch in the legs, my toes. I love doing planks barefoot. Okay, you want to have good form. Now, safety first, getting up and down off the floor. I've heard people injuring themselves just getting down up and down off the floor. The one thing that the plank's going to do for you, you want to be able to save your life. If you ever got in a situation where you had to pull yourself out of somewhere, push yourself out of somewhere, you need to be strong to do that. Planking is a great way to build strength. Planking on your forearms, which is the low plank, this is less strain on the wrist. So if you're down on the floor, you put your forearms down and you're under your shoulders, right? This, you're lower to gravity, and this is less strain on your wrists. And if you're just starting out, you can put one knee down. One knee down. All right? Tightening, pulling in the belly button. Okay? Down on the forearm, you're lower to the floor, lower to gravity. Okay? So, and that's a good ideal way for beginners. You just put the one knee down. Now, here's something. You hold your hands out in front of you. You can come up against the wall. Up on the toes. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to pull in your belly button, squeeze your glutes, and plank. Plank up against the kitchen counter. High plank on the kitchen counter. Just starting out, never planked before. This is how you do it. You can take it lower to a coffee table height. You can take it down to the floor. You do you and start where you are. Now, let's talk about, hey, Rob. Okay, let me see. I don't know who else is here. I was going to stop and see if there was, I may have to go through the thread and answer questions after. All right, let's talk about the wall sit. If you're not going to plank, if you have a shoulder injury, wrists, etc., I can teach you the wall sit, and you can do that by time. Same thing, small amounts of time. So you're going to just stand up against the wall. It's the same challenge, just a different move, okay? You can join the challenge with wall sits. And this is a powerhouse move for lower body strength and endurance. It targets the major muscles, glutes, hamstrings, and even your core without stressing your shoulders or wrists, okay? So you see I'm pushing up against the wall, feet are locked in, my knees are slightly bent, and I'm pressing up against the wall. This targets your major muscle groups, your glutes, hamstrings, core. Now I'm sliding down a little bit. Mindset, muscle connection, right? This is an isometric hold, just like the plank. It's about focus, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Mental grit, because you're going to feel it. Mental grit. You're stronger than you know. You're going to start small. We're going to do 10 to 15 seconds. We're going to start a little bit amount of time, the early stages of the month, and as we move through July, we're going to be increasing our time. So you're just going to hold it. Proper form is key, right? Your back is flat up against the wall. Your knees are at a 90-degree angle. You do you. You could put a ball between your knees here and squeeze in to add an element of intensity, okay? You make it your own. You modify as you see fit. You can come up the wall a little bit. If your knees are bothering you, just kind of come up the wall a little bit, right? You can feel it. Planking, doing a wall sit. It's this is not a step back if you have to come up the wall a little bit, okay? It's a smart move. You choose what works for you and you do you, because the challenge is about consistency over time. And eventually, you can come down parallel and be right down in the chair. Coming up, you be careful coming up off the wall, all right? So, like I said, your core doesn't care where it's at, right? Because you're going to do you. So, I got the timer out. You pick what you're going to do, the plank or the wall sit. Here we go. It's July 1st. The challenge has begun. I have my timer. It's set for 15 seconds. You pick, are you going to do your plank or are you going to do the wall sit? Make sure you write this in your journal or write it on a piece of paper. July challenge, day 1. We're going to see if we can hold for 15 seconds. Be careful getting down on the floor. If you need assistance to get down on the floor, you do that. So you can come up into a plank, high plank or low plank. Here we go. Timer started. I'm going to come down onto my forearms. Push up into those shoulders. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze. Good job. That's it. We're done for today. So, that's it for today, y'all. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow at high noon. If you all have any questions, post them in the thread. I'm going to tag this to the event page so that people can find it. And that's what we're going to do. 31 days, planking or wall sit. You pick which one. If you have questions, let me know. Now look, you should be already doing your weight training. You should be doing your daily steps, getting those in. Hydration, 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 always. And healthy nutrition. I'll see y'all tomorrow at high noon. Listen, it doesn't matter where you are. Not a lot of talking from now on. We're just going to do. If you have questions, you can message me or write them in the thread and I'll answer. Really basic, okay? Really basic. But we're going to do it for 31 days straight. Consistency rules the day. All right? Great to see everybody here. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow at high noon. Bye.